Yeah, all right, love Michael. Your next comedian, she's fucking hilarious. Everybody clap it up for Danelle Porter.
Hi, how we doing? Cool. I am fine. This is me. This is my energy. I'm just a dying vibrator. Yeah, I'll stop when you're almost there. Cool, we're getting close. I took my Adderall today. Yeah, I know I don't look like I have ever been on Adderall. I look more like Miss Frizzle if she never tried that acid tab. I do take Adderall. This isn't Adderall energy, but it's there. I like to take it with some mushrooms and a yerba mate tea. I call it a Portland speedball. It's a good time because you get to clean your kitchen and see God. Getting Adderall was a little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be. When I was getting my Adderall, I got diagnosed with ADHD during the pandemic because I was a white lady and I needed a new problem to have. And it was that or make a sourdough starter. And I'm not going to be a sourdough finisher. So I went to my doctor's office, and I thought that my doctor would just throw pills into my mouth, and turns out that's not procedure. Instead, she gave me like a fun questionnaire to fill out, like questions like, are you sad? Do you cry all the time? How many times have you binge-watched BoJack Horseman? Turns out there's a wrong number. I did eventually get Adderall. It just took some time. But when I got Adderall, I started taking it all the time, and I noticed this weird side effect happening. Has anybody ever taken so much Adderall that they realize that they're autistic? Yeah, that was a weird one. That was a weird one for me, because I went to a party with my friends, and they're dancing on tables and having a good time while they're on their Adderall, and I take mine, and now I find out that I love trains. Is that a red caboose over there? Having ADHD is fun. It's good to know why I could never take my laundry out of the dryer immediately. Did you just find out you have ADHD? That feels like that should be the first question. Have you taken your laundry out of the dryer in less than a week? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Having ADHD and autism, I mean, it's nice to know why I'm, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't made any eye contact with any of you. I don't like to do that. I like to look at the floor because I know it respects me. It's never called me a bitch. It is tough though, because since I'm not great at making eye contact, I know I'm never gonna fall in love with a stranger from across the room. They're just gonna fall in love with my forehead. She's pretty. Dating's hard for me. It's just always kind of been a struggle for me, mostly because I'm never gonna meet somebody out in nature. That's what I call in person. Yeah, I'm never gonna meet somebody out in person, so I'm only on the apps, and they're tough. They're really hard. They're like a real struggle. I mean, you guys look like you've never had to deal with that, but they're tough. They're real tough. They're real tough. They're hard ones. For me, they're really difficult because I can't read. I'm not illiterate like Jesus or anything. I'm just dyslexic. But it's hard. It's hard. You can't come back from asking a guy if he likes being a pedestrian for a living. That's a spelling joke, guys. That man was a pediatrician. Yeah, there wasn't another date after that. The last guy I dated, I thought I'd find out his name. I didn't want to ask him what his name was because I didn't want to mess it up, because I also mess up names and not just careers. And so I didn't want to ask him what his name was until the fourth date. There was not a fourth date. So I gave him a fun, clever nickname. I called him Autistic Guy, because he was. Yeah, but I was labeled on his phone as no eye contact girl, so I think it worked. I think it worked, yeah. The reason why I don't ask people what their names are is it started back when I was in high school. I was on Facebook, and I got poked by this guy. Do you guys remember poking? They got the first one. If you don't remember what poking is, it's basically where you get a message that says so-and-so poked you, and that's it. There's no money involved. I know, I was very upset about it. So I had to find out, like I kept being like, I had to find out, he poked everybody, so I had to find out if he was poking my friends. So I asked my friends, I was like, hey, did you get poked by Jacob Sodildo? Yeah, that was not his name, but it was for the rest of high school. That's kind of how I became an internet bully for the first time. It's kind of a rush. You guys should try it. It's really it's fun. I like to bully trad moms now. I'm like, your baby's ugly and you are too. It's fun. It's a fun time. Come on, they're trad wives. It's fine. No, I don't get along with my parents. That's why I'm here. I don't have the upper body strength for the pole. She got it. My dad and I have a really complicated relationship. I'll give you an example. One time he said the meanest thing you could possibly say to me. He was like, you may be my blood, but you're no longer my daughter. Yeah, that's rough, but it wasn't a text, so then the next message was, happy birthday. Yeah, we're a fun family. Yeah, no, he's always tried to be like, he's like, I'm a hero. And like one time when I was in middle school, we were having a big fight and he bounced back with, I'm a hero. And I was like, dude, tell dad, how are you a hero? Did you donate money to charity at the strip club? And he bounced back with, well, at least your initials aren't PP, because those are his initials. And then I laughed because he said PP. No, but as I've gotten older and been in a lot of therapy, I've been thinking about it, and he's not a hero at all, because my initials are DP. Why are my initials DP, Dad? Because hurt people. That's why. Those are rough initials to have, I gotta be honest. They're pretty rough to have. The high school was not easy with those initials. I basically, like, I got a gift from my grandma for my birthday one year, a very nice gift. She's a very sweet old lady, and she was so excited about it. She kept calling me every day. She's like, let me know when you get it. I'm so excited for you. I just really, really put all my effort into it. And I get the package, and I call her up as I'm opening it, and she put a lot of love into this. Like, it is a handcrafted knit cursive shirt that says, I heart DP. I know. I was like, wow, Grandma, I really love it. And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna put it in the back of my closet. It's fine. And then she's like, that's not the best part. And I was like, oh, Grandma, what's the best part? And then she sends me back a picture of her wearing that same goddamn shirt. She, you just can't win with a shirt like that. Like, because you cover the D, it says I heart P. You cover the P, it says I heart D. There's no winning. You just can't. But she doesn't make me wear it to all the family reunions. They're like, look, here come the DP girls. Yeah. I gotta be honest, guys, that joke is kind of old. My grandma's dead now. Yeah, she's being double penetrated by God now. Yeah, because she's a good Christian woman. I don't just date men. I'm actually bisexual. I don't know if you could tell from the jean skirt, but I date men and women, and I'm trying to date women more because men have definitely had a PR crisis lately, and Here's the thing. I just don't think women like me. I just think they can see where the cum used to be. Yeah. And you know, I do a lot of queer comedy shows and like you know, like when you're on a show like that, you want to single out the straight person. You want to be like, where are the straight people? We want to shame you. It's 2025. What are you doing? And every time you're like, clap if you're straight, I almost always put my hands together. And then I'm like, wait, no, remember your Pornhub history. It's okay. I'm kidding. I don't have a Pornhub history. I have a Netflix queue. It's better. I'm paying for my porn instead. $18.99 a month. I feel like Netflix needs a category that's called "It's not porn, but it's not porn." Like, it's porn with a story. It's classy porn. It needs a fun name like corn or clitorn, because in classy porn, men can find the clit. I think a show that would go into that category is Bridgerton. Have you guys seen Bridgerton? Yeah, it is. It is true. Yeah, it is. Bridgerton. If you have not seen it, it's like Pride and Prejudice, but everybody's wet. It's so good. It's so very good. I started watching it and I like knew there was sex in it. I knew like what it was about, but then I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, you can't watch episode 5 through 8 on a plane. I actually like to watch it while I do the dishes. Because I'm getting clean and they're getting dirty. It's good though, but like you gotta, like it's a sexy background noise show, but you gotta keep rewinding because you don't wanna, like, you can't miss any of there's important details in it. Like when Nicola Coughlan is getting finger blasted in a carriage, that's an important detail. That's how she gets engaged. All right, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.